Welcome back. When we last saw our brave and occasionally competent adventurers, they had turned a perfectly normal inventor's home into pure chaos in under 10 seconds of being there. Honestly, it was impressive. The scent of ozone still clings to the air. Steve Stewart stands at his table, satchel open, the faint hum of magic trembling through the floorboards. The copper latch snaps free, and the glow from inside spills across the walls like sunrise through stained glass. Within the satchel lies a prism, no bigger than a hand, carved from smoky crystal and wrapped in a copper lattice etched with runes too fine to read. The air around it bends, ever so slightly, as if the light itself leans closer to see. The smell is sharp and metallic, the kind of ozone sting left after a storm. The hum vibrates in your teeth.
Okay. I carefully opened the satchel.
A crystal prism, about the size of your palm. Copper filigree wraps it like a cage, and a low hum fills the air. The lantern outside the window flickers, its flame bending toward it.
How bright is it? Dangerous bright or, oh, pretty bright?
Somewhere between romantic candlelight and warning beacon.
So, magical items aren't really my thing, but I'd still like to get a good look at it, Glenn.
Are you grabbing it?
Do I look like Fatimus to you, Glenn?
Hey, I don't just grab foreign magical objects. I sniff it, Glenn.
1, you literally did just grab a foreign magical item. 2, you sniff it? Somehow that's worse.
Can we maybe not inhale the artifact?
I'm checking to see if it's evil.
Well, this has gotten ridiculous in record time. Fatimus, you sniff the artifact. I guess roll a religion check?
That's an 11, Glenn.
It smells like old rain on stone and burnt cinnamon for some reason. No sense of good or evil, just importance.
I'm supposed to deliver it to the High Plaza Archive at dawn.
Who hired you?
Didn't catch the name. The job came through the university. The payment was too good to ask questions.
So we can either let him deliver it and follow that lead, or we find out why the intercessor wanted us. What do you guys think?
Before anyone can answer, a vibration ripples through the prism, faint, like a heartbeat. Through the window, you all see a dozen festival lanterns outside flare to life on their own. Through the glass, you see the other lanterns lining the street, all swaying in the same direction, northeast, toward the High Plaza. Their light stretches thin like threads tugged by invisible hands. The city beyond is alive with festival sounds, laughter, fiddles, someone loudly losing a drinking contest. But under it all, that hum grows.
I'm stepping outside to see where it leads.
As you open the door, warm air rushes in, thick with roasted nuts and incense. The crowd outside hasn't noticed the change in the lights yet, but every lantern tilts toward the same unseen point.
We should follow it.
Or eat first.
You just ate like 5 minutes ago.
That was just a snack. Plus, Steve made me drop my second kebab.
You can do both. The streets are alive with food stalls and music as you follow the glow deeper into the Lantern Weave district. The city opens around you in ribbons of light. Paper lanterns drift above, tethered by silk threads that shimmer like spiderwebs. Children chase floating candles. A string quartet fights for dominance over a nearby fire juggler. Then the color changes. Gold to blue to a deep, aching violet. The crowd cheers, thinking it's part of the show, but you can feel the shift, a low pressure at the base of your skull, air too still.
I want to look around to see if anyone else notices.
All right, roll perception.
13.
Across the plaza, a hooded figure stands perfectly still, eyes fixed on the same violet light you are watching. When your gaze meets theirs, they freeze, then slip into a side alley.
Someone else sees what we see, guys. A hooded person just made eye contact with me when I noticed them, then slipped off into that nearby alley. Not sure if they're hostile.
Hold on, what are you talking about? Who's in an alley?
Who's attacking us?
Nobody's attacking anyone.
Then why'd she say hostile? Should I start swinging?
No! There was a person across the square watching the same violet light we were. When I saw them, they noticed me and took off.
So, an observer. Maybe they caused the phenomenon, or they've seen it before and didn't want to be here when it happens again.
That's actually the most reasonable theory anyone said all night.
Or it's a kebab thief. They use alleys for tactical retreat.
And there we are, back to standard absurdity.
Kebab thieves are a real problem during the festival. How do you all not know this?
No, they aren't. You're insane.
I've never had a kebab stolen from me in all my years attending the festival. Patrick looks upward. The lanterns really are pretty.
Okay, well, while the existence of kebab thieves is debated, the lantern above the fountain implodes without a sound. A violet core collapses inward, then ripples outward in a silent wave. Every lantern flickers in sympathy. Screams rise from the far edge of the square.
I move to the fountain, staff ready, controlled pace.
I follow her, hand on the hilt of my sword, but it remains sheathed.
I follow too, also on edge, ready to react.
Glenn, I attacked the nearest lantern that changed colors.
These things are like 20 feet in the air, so I assume you're using your crossbow. Roll to hit.
Yeah, Fatimus doesn't think about the fact he has a crossbow. I throw my warhammer.
The warhammer doesn't even have a thrown property, but obviously I'm going to allow it. Roll to hit with disadvantage because it's quite heavy and not aerodynamic at all.
That's a 13, Glenn.
Well, that's enough to hit a defenseless lantern. Fatimus, your large hammer spins through the air as you fling it toward the aggressive lantern. It smashes into it and destroys it immediately. You have bested your foe.
I walk over and pick up my hammer with a victorious swagger. I grasp it, ready to go for the next foe who dares cross me.
Okay, well, congratulations, I guess, but as you do this, celebration curdles into confusion. Lanterns tumble and shatter on the stones, flames hissing like rain. At the center, the fountain no longer reflects. Water climbs upward in trembling ropes. Hanging above it is a circular tear in the air, a violet disk the size of a plate. It pulses with a slow, deliberate rhythm. Reflections bend around it like soft glass.
I toss a copper coin into the tear.
The coin just disappears. No sound, it's just gone, like it ceased existing. Static prickles across your skin. From stray lantern light, shapes gather at the fountain rim. Human silhouettes made of fractured glow. They hover, faceless, watching.
Wonderful. Spectral forms is always a good sign.
They don't attack. Yet. What do you do?
I lower my staff and read their intent.
Roll insight.
17, Glenn.
You sense wary curiosity. Something in them recognizes the prism's hum in Steve's satchel.
I share that with the group. Quietly. Probably creepier than necessary.
So they're responding to the prism. Drawn. Or warning.
I wave to the figures and say,
Hi, Ghost!
Please stop waving at eldritch phenomena.
why not? They could be friendly.
Fatimus, your holy symbol begins to vibrate. Roll religion.
11, Glenn.
Well, you're not entirely sure why it's doing that, but you know it's not normal.
Hey, guys, my symbol is vibrating.
There absolutely had to be a better way to say that. Regardless, Glenn, is anything happening with the prism?
Are you getting it out to inspect it?
Sure, why not at this point?
Steve, as your hand touches the prism for the first time, you notice nothing happens, and you pick it up to examine it. However, as soon as it leaves the satchel, the wisps lock onto it and begin moving toward you.
Okay, Glenn, I want to try to activate it or something, anything to make the wisps stop coming towards me.
You could just try putting it back in the satchel.
I'm too panicked right now to think logically. Glenn!
Roll an Arcana check.
Natural freaking 20.
Epic. Though panicking, you maintain your incredible insights into the world of the arcane. On top of that, you have incredible skills in engineering. You quickly piece together the copper lattice is acting as a Faraday cage. You see there is actually a way to open one side of the prism. You point it at the wisps and open it. They are instantly evaporated as the beam from the prism impacts them.
Oh, thank God. I'm breathing heavily and am very clearly rattled.
Lanterns across the plaza reignite in uneven waves until the square looks almost normal. The crowd applauds. It seems they think that was a show. A vendor resumes yelling about fried dough with immaculate professionalism. It seems normalcy has resumed. You three see Steve rattled, just staring at the prism.
That was awesome. You blasted those dumb ghosts. Psh, boom.
Please don't ever make that sound again.
I second that. Also, what just happened?
I I don't know. I mean, I do know, but I didn't plan it. I saw the lattice pattern, realized one side was vented, and I just opened it.
On instinct?
Yes. I opened it, let the field vent, and closed it again before it destabilized. I've never been in combat before. I just reacted.
Well, it was awesome. Psh, pow.
You're hopeless.
You basically turned an unstable magic battery into a directed cannon. That's terrifyingly efficient.
I think I blacked out halfway through. My hands are still shaking.
You did good, Steve. Scary, but good.
The prism hums faintly, the light within shifting from violent violet to a soft, unsteady amber. The fountain ripples once, then goes still. The crowd continues cheering, convinced they just saw the finale of the Festival of Lanterns, despite the fact it's day one of the festival.
I take a bow and then wave to my fans, Glenn.
What are you doing?
Acknowledging my fans.
You didn't do anything.
Incorrect. I provided moral support and excellent sound effects.
Please stop bowing before someone throws money.
A coin immediately hits Fatimus in the forehead.
Oh, you're too kind. Thank you all. It was a pleasure.
We're leaving. Now.
Agreed, before he starts signing autographs.
You notice Fatimus pull out a Sharpie somehow and begin walking toward...
Glenn!
What? I just wanted to be part of the fun. Okay, fine. The party leaves the plaza under a sky still glittering with lantern light. Behind you, the crowd's applause fades into music and laughter. Ahead, the night feels quieter, thinner, like the air itself is waiting to see what you'll do next. The prism hums faintly in Steve's trembling hands, its amber glow pulsing like a heartbeat beneath glass.
Okay, that was too much. Glenn, I pull out my inhaler and take a puff.
Are you doing drugs right now?
No, it's a prototype alchemical bronchodilator. It regulates breathing during stress responses.
So yes, drugs.
It's pharmaceutical, not colloquial drugs.
Can I have some?
No, it's not recreational. It's a medical stabilizer.
You made yourself a magic inhaler?
Yes, because panic attacks don't pair well with volatile energy experiments.
Sure, but you look like you're about to cast hyperventilate at level 3.
That's why I have the inhaler.
Look, Steve, you do what you got to do. I just got to say, it definitely looks sus.
It's just a relaxation agent. It's not drugs.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
I still want to try it.
I'd rather you stick your tongue on a live mana conduit.
I already did that once.
Yeah, that tracks.
At least he's consistent. Unlike Steve, who we just found out is an addict.
Seriously?
Okay, as you all make your way debating Steve's very obvious and very much now canon drug addiction, you come to a narrow street lit by gently swaying lanterns. The smell of spice and smoke drifts through the air. The festival feels calmer here, away from the chaos, but the prism hums louder every few steps, like it's picking up interference.
That's not part of the festival, right?
If it is, someone really needs to fire the planner.
Or give him a raise. This beat is jammin'.
I'm legitimately wondering how you have survived this long.
The sound leads you down a narrow side street between two vendor stalls, one selling scarves, the other mystery meat. The meat stand owner winks and says, "Try the special."
Tempting.
No.
But Mom, I'm hungry.
I swear if you don't stop calling me mom, I will take you behind that. Oh my God, I'm the mom of this group.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious to the rest of us.
Shut it, Patrick.
Yes, Mother.
I look at Patrick with a gaze like daggers.
I just walk quietly in an attempt to not upset Sarla.
You pass the stalls and continue toward the source of the sound. The alley narrows until the festival noise feels like it's a world away. At the end of the path, a cracked cellar door leaks faint amber light, each flicker in sync with the hum from the prism in Steve's hands.
That's it. It's resonating with the same frequency.
English, please.
We're not speaking English.
Then whatever we're speaking, use smaller words.
He means the shiny thing is reacting to whatever's down there.
See? Why didn't he just say that?
Because I assumed basic comprehension of common.
Really, Steve? Honestly, that's your fault.
Yeah, I should have known.
You reach the end of the narrow alley. The festival noise behind you fades into muffled echoes, laughter and music warped by distance until it sounds like something half-remembered. Ahead, the cracked cellar door stands crooked on its hinges, pulsing faintly with that amber light. The glow seeps through the gaps in the wood, painting thin veins of gold across the cobblestones. The air around it feels heavier, not hot, just thick, like the humidity before a thunderstorm. Every flicker from the prism in Steve's hands answers the light behind that door, like two hearts beating out of rhythm, but aware of each other.
Just want to be clear, Glenn, I am not just holding this prism. I absolutely put it back in my satchel after I used it. I basically have PTSD from this thing.
Noted. Alter the location of the prism from Steve's hands to his satchel for the former description.
Glenn, I walk up to the door and attempt to open it.
Absolutely not. I reach out and grab for Fatimus's robes.
I just keep pushing on towards the door.
Okay then. This will be a contested check between you two. Sarla, roll Dex to see if you get a good enough hold on his robe to stop him. Then Fatimus, roll Strength to see if you can bust out of her grip.
Fatimus, I hate you. That's a 16.
Natural 20. Feeling someone trying to stop me, I take off at full speed. That door is about to not exist.
Glenn, can I?
Nope. Fatimus charges the door with reckless abandon. 650 pounds of Loxodon moving at what you all imagine is maximum velocity. For some reason, Fatimus is determined to get through this door, as if knocking was never an option, though it probably was. He lowers his shoulder and doesn't simply barrel through it. He obliterates it. The door is inexplicably shattered into a million pieces as Fatimus runs through it.
I hope they have good insurance. Glenn, I immediately chase Fatimus.
Oh, fine. I'm right behind him.
Glenn, I stand there for a moment in absolute bewilderment, sort of softly talking to myself. I say, he didn't even knock, he just ran through it. Then I start slowly walking after them, still muttering to myself, I don't understand. Why didn't he just knock?
You all catch up to Fatimus. He's standing amongst the remnants of the exploded door. He has an expression of self-satisfaction on his face.
You proud of yourself?
Obviously, doors aren't going to be a problem for our group. I heard about this one group who had, real issues with doors.
Did you even consider knocking or checking to see if it was locked?
Look, we're inside now. That's all that matters.
Not really, since destruction of personal property is a crime. But I can see you're not going to learn a lesson from this. So I guess let's just head down.
I just look at the remnants of the door, then to Fatimus with a similar look I had when he was destroying my home. I don't even say anything. I just follow Patrick.
I head down with Patrick and Steve shaking my head in disbelief.
I follow them. There's a proud swagger in my step, like a conquering hero.
Incredible. You all head down, three of you pondering all your life choices and how you ended up in this moment. One of you with an undeserved sense of pride. The stairwell beyond exhales a wave of heat. Each plank of the steps moans under your boots like it's begging you to reconsider. The air is thick, metallic, and heavy with static. It tastes like you're licking a coin in a thunderstorm. The deeper you go, the less the festival exists. The laughter and music above fade until all that's left is the mechanical heartbeat below. Slow, steady, and entirely too alive. A thin mist hugs the ground, rising from cracks between the planks. It glows faintly amber, pulsing in rhythm with the prism in Steve's hands. The smell shifts. Dust, grease, and something sharp, almost citrus, like ozone after lightning. At the bottom, the glow opens into a cramped workshop that looks like someone tried to build a machine out of every bad idea they ever had. Copper wiring snakes across the floor in tangles. Glass tubes bubble with trapped air, and half-melted machinery leans drunkenly against the walls. At the center stands a relay coil, damaged but alive. Its runes flicker in uneven patterns, humming low, a sound you feel more than hear.
Glenn, I look down at the prism that has magically teleported from my satchel to my hands. In a panic, I throw it across the room, not understanding how it keeps ending up in my hands despite me putting it in my satchel. At this point, I just assume it's going to teleport back to my hands during your next scene description.
Oh, smart move, being a smartass to the DM. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
What? No, I'm not even holding the prism. I apologize for being a smartass.
Hi, backup narrator here for moments like this. Glenn is just silently staring at Stu. Like Stu, the guy who's playing Steve.
Roll it.
13.
You hurl the prism at the far wall with significant force. It smashes into it and a blinding white light is emitted. All of you feel like a freight train is running into you. At least that's what you imagine might have happened had you actually done something so foolish. Like being a smartass to the DM type foolish. The prism is safely in your satchel.
Oh, thank goodness.
Y'all got mad at me for smashing a door. Steve's over here pissing off the creator and controller of this entire world.
Yeah, let's not mouth off like that again, Steve.
For being so smart, it's pretty amazing you did like the dumbest thing you can do in D&D.
I got it. I'm sorry. Can we please continue?
We sure can, Steve. So you're all in the workshop. Steve, this is a familiar setting for you. The relay hums like a creature dreaming of electricity. Every pulse sends a faint tremor through the floorboards. Steam hisses from a cracked pipe and rolls across the floor like smoke from a dying forge. You hear? Actually, everybody roll perception for me.
10 for me.
16 for me, Glenn.
That's a 12 for me.
I really feel like my giant Marco Rubio ears should give me advantage on perception. That's a solid 7.
Well, that's not how it works, Fatimus. Be happy you get smell. Anyway, you only needed a 7 to hear this, so you all do, though Fatimus, you're not entirely sure exactly where it's coming from. Sarla, you catch it first. Soft wrench taps, then a muttered curse. Patrick, you hear movement, right side.
I'll flank the sound, slow and quiet.
I'm not sure why you made a fighter and keep trying to stealth everywhere, but hey, it's your character. Roll it.
Wow, 17.
Oh, dang, nice. Okay, you slide silently into the shadows.
I throw a rock at the noise.
What?
Improvised ranged attack. Roll to hit. Wait, where are you getting this rock from?
I keep rocks on me, specifically for this purpose. That's an 8.
You know what? That's actually believable for Fatimus. The rock pings off a gear, ricochets, smacks a toolbox. From behind the tubing, someone yelps.
I hit him with an 8?
By random chance, yes.
Don't hurt me. I'm unarmed.
From cover, I ready an attack if he charges. Also, is he alone?
Roll perception.
15.
You can't see him yet, but it sounds like he is.
Stay back. It's not stable.
Glenn, can I identify the failure point on the relay quickly?
Roll intelligence.
18.
Upper conduit. Pressure spike. 10 seconds before it fails if nobody acts. The relay hums louder, vibrating like a drum. Thin cracks of white light crawl up the copper piping toward the ceiling.
Everyone stay still! If we ground it wrong, it'll discharge through anything conducting.
Like your face?
Yes, like my... Wait, what? No. Glenn, I ignore Fatimus's retardation and point to the problematic conduit. There, upper conduit. We need to shut it.
Glenn, I rush over to the conduit he pointed out and try to see if I can shut it manually.
Roll investigation.
16.
You find a release valve jammed halfway open, corroded but functional. Steam bursts around your arm as you reach for it.
I'm covering her. If anything looks ready to blow, I'll yank her out.
Noted.
You don't want to touch that without...
Already touching it!
Oh, gods, why?
Glenn, I look for the nearest button, switch, lever, whatever mechanism I can find.
Oh, dear God.
Roll perception.
That's a 14, Glenn.
Fatimus, you see a big red button on a console about 10 feet away from you.
I run over and smash it.
You smash it?
Yeah, in my panic, I hit the button really hard. It's big and red, so I assume it's like an emergency cutoff or something.
First off, with an intelligence of 6, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't connect those dots. Secondly, it's not a CNC machine, so a button being big and red doesn't necessarily mean it's an emergency shutoff. Regardless, you smash it. Roll a strength check.
Ha! Natural 20, Glenn.
Oh, my. Okay. Fatimus, you rush over to the console in sheer panic. Steve said you had 10 seconds, so you know time is not something you can afford to waste. Your logic says if you use your Warhammer to hit the button, it will mean you can hit it sooner, like an extension of your arm. You bring it high above your head and slam it onto the button. The console is completely destroyed. Luckily, it doesn't actually appear to be a console for the currently malfunctioning device. Instead, it was attached to, well, you don't know what it was attached to. As far as you can tell, all you've done is smash an irrelevant console.
Guys, did I fix it?
Remember, gang, in these types of scenes, all of this is happening simultaneously. So, Sarla, you reach up to try and close the valve on the conduit. I need a strength check from you.
What in the God's names is happening in my workspace right now?
Glenn, can I ask for Patrick's help since he's here? Like, would I have the presence of mind to know I'm not exactly the Hulk, but realize I basically have a Hulk right next to me?
Okay, let's do this. It's a panic situation, so everyone is basically in fight or flight. Roll a wisdom save for me. This is essentially to see if you remain calm enough to come up with that idea.
That's an 18.
Okay, you absolutely are able to do that.
Patrick, the valve! Close it!
I reach up to close the valve per Sarla's request, Glenn.
Strength check. Patrick, where are you going? What did you roll?
I got a natural 1, Glenn.
Patrick, you reach up for the valve and hear the sound of something being smashed. The sound distracts you so much that you lose your grip and fall when reaching for the valve. You're not hurt physically, but that pride took a ding.
I look over to where the sound came from, Glenn.
You look in the direction of the sound. It's no surprise you see Fatimus. In front of him is the remnants of a destroyed console. He's breathing heavily, as if he just ran a marathon. He looks over and you hear him yell,
Guys, did I fix it?
I don't even respond. I just shake my head as I return to my feet. I look for Sarla, hoping she's not hurt.
Sarla is just looking at you. Her face says, really? All right, Steve, on to your response to this situation.
Okay. Glenn, can I try rerouting the energy using the prism as a temporary capacitor?
Given your knowledge of this subject matter, you can not only attempt it, you can do so with advantage. Intelligence.
22, Glenn.
Steve, you look around and see your newfound, well, the people who you came here with. You see them just grasping at straws, trying to fix this. Sarla and Patrick attempt to actually listen to your informed lead, but unfortunately fail to pull through. That's mainly due to Fatimus coming up with his own solution to the problem, button mashing a bit too hard. Despite their failures, you lock in. You see a point on the machine where you can force the prism into and likely dissipate the excess energy. You rush over and skillfully place the prism in the exact location you need to. As you look closer, it actually seems as though the prism belongs here, as though it actually is a capacitor for this device.
What? How did you?
Honestly, instinct and fear.
Steve pulls out his inhaler and puffs on it.
Even I'm not sure this is the time to be getting down.
Steve, really? Getting high right now?
Yeah, Steve, I really don't think this is the time. I'm not judging you or anything. It's just, there's a time and place, you know?
It's not drugs. Not in the context you all are framing it anyway.
I don't know. It kind of looks like drugs from my angle.
Glenn, please.
Don't look at me, druggie.
Whatever. Okay, so we've got the machine under control.
Correct. After a few moments, the device becomes stable. The hum of it feels more proper, like it's the sound it should be making. Grimblewood approaches the device.
You actually stabilized it.
Yeah, and nearly gave us all a heart attack doing it.
Technically, the probability of a fatal discharge was less than 30%.
Comforting. Almost half a chance to die.
Pretty sure it was because I hit the emergency cutoff.
It absolutely was not anything you did.
Yes. Why did you destroy the console to my ventilation system?
You're going to need a new door, too, by the way.
So that was the bang I heard before you all came down here. It was unlocked, you know. Workers come in and out of here all the time.
There was a malfunction and it exploded.
Fatimus, are you trying to be sarcastic? Or are you genuinely trying to claim the door exploded?
Oh, I'm absolutely trying to convince him of this, Glenn.
Roll deception or persuasion with disadvantage, and the DC is quite high. Doors don't spontaneously explode.
That's a 7 on persuasion, Glenn.
What?
He's at a loss for words at the stupidity of the attempted explanation. You broke him. He just turns back to the machine and begins inspecting it. He needs a moment to process such profound absurdity.
So what is this thing anyway?
Steve, you'll have to answer this because the gnome is broken from stupid. You would be able to tell it's a relay point for the arcane power they use as energy here in Fortalis.
It's a relay system for the arcane power used across the city. It takes in power here, then the machine detects load requests and distributes accordingly.
Oh, so a mysterious man gave you a capacitor for a malfunctioning relay. Also, why was it doing all that other weird stuff? And how did it blast the wisps?
Actually, that all makes perfect sense. The capacitor was storing the same energy this device was emitting as it was overloading, so a reaction to it is logical. Arcane energy is focused into weaponized beams all the time in the form of spells. There's no reason it couldn't be accomplished mechanically as well. Why a strange man gave it to me with the only instruction being don't examine it until I get home, I have no idea.
Okay, I have a theory. Glenn, do I need to roll anything to see if I would logically think this as Sarla, or do I just say it?
Sarla is smart. Go ahead and say it. If I think something is too meta, I will tell you to pretend it didn't happen.
So here's my theory, guys. I think Steve was administered a test, similar to how we three were. Steve's test was more directed toward his skill set, while ours was seeing if we could cooperate given our ideological differences.
Brilliant, Sala. Simply brilliant. Yes, Steve is indeed part of my patron's plan. She wishes to express her understanding of how annoying this is for all of you. But she also wishes to assure you there is a method to her madness. Remember, Voragoth is attempting to rise again. She needs to ensure her heroes are capable. You all handled that test. Well, not beautifully, but you handled it. Your team is nearly complete. Until we meet again.
Glenn, I have so many questions. What did he mean by our team is nearly complete? Why are we being tested? Why did he hesitate before saying heroes?
I also have questions, Glenn.
As do I.
I do too. Why doesn't this guy bring food like the first time? Without the headache, please.
Okay, calm down. Your questions will be answered in the next session. See you later, guys.
Ugh.